Hey guys, welcome to a Let's Blindly Try for Dungeons 3. Dungeons 3 is a game by the developer Realmforge Studios and published by Calypso Media. It is described sort of as a dungeon keeper plus Warcraft. You are creating a dungeon from an array of rooms, traps, and structures. You're raising an army, and then you're fighting against the overworld. You're trying to dispatch evil things, or good things, excuse me. Brain is really working clearly. And yeah, I've enjoyed dungeon keeper style games before, but I've actually never played one of the dungeons before. I know there were.
The newcomer evil should learn the final exam.
Yeah, let's go through these. Let's see what happens. We'll do tutorials for this. As always, the key was provided, or not always, but in this case, the key was provided to me by the developers. So thank you very much, and want to state that up front, just in case you are concerned about that. I also have not seen or played this, so we'll see.
Evil had decided to try the excellent tutorials.
Thank you.
Choice. In this childishly simple introductory mission, it would learn the basics of dungeon management. Things like digging, building rooms, and hiring and firing creatures. Everything a novice evil needs to know.
All right.
First of all, it admired the center of
Dragon
its power.
Heart.
The
Dungeon Heart. That makes more sense.
This, if possible, should never be broken, as that would lead to an inglorious and permanent end to the definitely wanting to avoid this at all costs evil.
Okay.
Naturally, the most important resource for any evil genius was gold.
Naturally.
One could make the best things out of the glittering metal, and nary a creature was going to let the absolute evil hire it and push it around without a coin or two. Sad, I know. But that's the way the cold, hard, capitalist world of evil works. Although a little gold could also be stored in the dungeon heart, the little snots, the strange name giving evil's workers, had to travel long distances to do so.
Okay.
It made much more sense to build a treasury nearby.
Got it.
The fast-learning evil immediately began doing so.
This looks like gold to me, so are we picking up gold along the way? 2 Snod and Snores. Okay, we have a hand. Seems to be sort of floating around us a little bit. Gold vein, 1500 remaining. So now I can build a treasury. Build a treasury there. Is that what you're doing? Yes. Okay, you are building a treasury there. Good. We have a treasury.
Sometimes the bored evil's little snots didn't work quickly enough. That was the time to give them a hearty slap with the hand of terror. Naturally, this had to be done immediately.
Okay.
The calculating evil threw a cagey glance at its population limits. These were divided into little snots and creatures. As opposed to creatures, little snots did not have to be hired separately, but were always regenerated up to the maximum limit.
Got it.
And so it was that the massacring evil didn't have to worry if one of these miserable creatures died. It simply had to wait for the next one. At the same time, the little snots were the dungeon workers who dug the galleries, mined the gold, and took care of any number of other things.
Yep.
That's why it was never a bad idea to increase their maximum limit. The thirsty for more little snots evil hurriedly began work. The corresponding research was kindly unlocked for the absolute evil. This was necessary in the tutorial in order not to confuse it with the wide range of possibilities. Besides, there are people out there who really do anything. Unfortunately, creatures were a little more demanding than the miserable little snots. A hideout would have to be researched before creatures such as goblins and orcs could be hired. As loyal as the little snots were, they were unable to fight and took to their heels in panicked flight at the first sight of an enemy. Sighing, the unscrupulous evil set about providing a hideout.
How do I let go of this person that I seem to have picked up? It's harder than I wanted to. We are getting lots of nice mining, though, which is good. We do have gold, which is also good. So I know I can assume I can. This is the army overview. But I assume I need to do a room. Research a hideout. So that I can build a hideout. I can build a hideout. This allows me to look at camp, basically. Got it. I really want to zoom out further, which is kind of annoying. Like, inherently I want to. And then creatures. We've got goblins. Melee fighter that can't take a lot of damage. They are inconspicuous. And then we have an orc. Let's do one of you.
The army craving evil had hired a creature which would from now on do its dirty work. However, each creature consumed a population point. Fortunately, these could be increased just like the number of workers. Should it become necessary to recover a population point, the maliciously grinning evil could always use the egress located at its dungeon heart. Simply toss the creature onto it, a little pull of the lever, and oh, whoops. Well, there it goes.
Oh my. So you're taking gold back for me? Thank you, because I need to get, what, 250? There we go, that's our third.
These creatures were pretty spoiled. Not only did horde creatures demand their own bunks, they also wanted something to eat. Otherwise, they would soon refuse to do any work whatsoever and go on strike. The deeply sighing evil had no other choice than to build his creatures a gobbler farm to satisfy their hunger.
Oh, you can... Oh, so like you can basically set that to go. Interesting. Just to constantly regain some gold. And I can stop it. Research the Gobbler Farm. Okay. And I guess I want to build a Gobbler Farm. So I have a Gobbler Farm now. What does that do for me?
Excellent work.
Thank you.
The Gobbler Farm was now ready. Later, the creatures would also demand other things, but for now, they were satisfied. The
Good.
fast-learning evil had mastered the
All right, there we go.
tutorial with flying colors.
I win.
Excellent work.
I can do the tutorial. To the campaign. Let's send some creatures into the overworld. Okay. Little snots. So basically, I mean, I would call them goblins, but...
Evil had begun the second tutorial. It now more or less knew what it had to do
I like
to build
chaos
the
and
dungeon.
destruction.
Now it would turn to the overworld, where it would sow chaos and destruction.
We can do this.
Out there waited a Isle of Good, which just begged to be destroyed. The impatient evil got right down to destroying.
All right.
Before the overworld could be destroyed, a number of creatures would first have to be brought there. The Hand of Terror greedily reached out to grab some.
And I assume you. Alright, pick up creatures and throw them here. Oh, right click.
First, creatures ventured out into the overworld. The destruction-craving evil could hardly wait to transform all those unbearably rich colors into 50 shades of gray.
Really?
The Druid evil did not have the omnipotence in the overworld it was used to in the dungeon. Here, it had to direct its creatures the old-fashioned way, with orders.
This is in the Warcraft vein now. Gunner, warrior, novice, warrior. Go and attack me, prettiest. Not. Just to try to fix the... All of you attack there. Did I already lose 2 people? Is that what's happened here? Does feel that way. Oh, the gunner just falls. I should have been going after him first. I've only actually lost one person.
Ah, the Isle of Good had been destroyed.
Awesome.
To the ground.
The Great Old
This
One.
not only made for a more
Fridge
pleasant
partner.
ambiance, but also produced some lovely evilness, which could be used for research. The researching evil quickly set about spending its evilness.
Wow. Arachnid. Arcanum. Let's research
The
Naga.
sinuous evil had researched the Nagas. These snake-like creatures were excellent healers and a good addition to the dungeon. The fantastic evil had understood the basics of the overworld and the advantages of evilness in the blink of an eye. Not that those were difficult concepts, but hey, you take what you can get, so good work.
The humor here is decent. I mean, the fully voiced, so you can't skip it, is a little annoying, but the humor is good.
Dungeons for advanced students. The skilled...
Let's see what happens. Because I can't skip, it's a little bit hard to talk. But, so far, good intro. Really good intro. Alright, we've got our
The knowledge-thirsty
stuff.
evil obviously couldn't get enough of these crazy tutorials. Alright then, let's improve our knowledge of the dungeon.
Yep. Ooh.
The absolute evil's creatures gathered experience from battles over the course of time, and thus reached new levels. This was to be welcomed, as higher-level creatures were much more powerful.
Sure.
Unfortunately, the creatures also became harder to please as their levels increased, and had the impudence
Okay,
to
that makes
demand
sense.
new things.
That makes perfect sense.
Unbelievable! Well, that borders on treason. Horde creatures, for example, would later demand beer that they themselves produced in the brewery. But the brewery was still a long way off, as the annoyed evil's little snots had once again proved their lack of intelligence and hadn't built any workplaces in the dungeon.
Okay.
Toolboxes would later be needed for the brewery. These were produced by little snots at workplaces in the workshop. Sighing, the once again disappointed by its workers' evil, set about building the workplace.
That there, I guess. Let's see what happens. Go, Snots, go. I don't think I can speed things up. What can I see about these guys? Okay.
The little snots willingly set to work producing toolboxes with a stupid grin on their faces. These
Yep.
were needed to build the workplace in the brewery.
Okay, so
a
little
cast iron brewing kettle
tools
made out
we
of
need.
toolboxes? Computer game logic. The not particularly known for its patience evil patiently waited for enough toolboxes to be available.
That would be nice. One. Is it like being a reset here? What is he doing? Seriously, I have to wait this long? This is the hideout. This is a lecture hall. There's our gobblers. We still have that. We have two toolboxes now. Okay, we can turn that off now, looks like. It's good to see. You guys are still going. There's still gold in that. I can't actually turn you on or off right now. That's annoying. Go quicker. Must be repaired after each production run. That's what's taking forever. So now we have 3. Yeah, whoops. It'll be a bigger door. It'll be fine. And that goes away reasonably logically. Okay. That's both disturbing and kind of awesome. We have no heroes, undead, demons, horde. Okay. There's mana, I assume for spells. We have 4
The splendid
toolboxes.
evil had finally produced enough toolboxes by waiting in boredom. It quickly set about building the brewing kettle.
There's a brewing kettle. Now I assume we brew beer. Is that what happens here? They're going to bring the toolboxes over to the brewing kettle, which is nice because then we're going to produce more toolboxes. So it's a reasonable process here, or at least a logical process. Let's go with logical. I really wish I had a speed up. Doesn't appear that I do. Almost done with the brewing kettle though, which will make them happier. I wonder if they get, like, I wonder if I go here.
The brewing kettle stood proudly, and the diligent little snots went directly to work producing the delicious brew, so that the horde creatures could soon start knocking it back. All that was missing was someone playing some good old-fashioned folk music. Then again, maybe not. Almost makes my ears bleed. But now for something completely different,
Okay,
as the hard-working evil now had access to the lecture hall. There, additions to normal research in the form of scrolls could be made for small amounts of gold, time, and evilness. The always slathering for something new evil quickly began to try them out.
Interesting. Let's research regenerative beds. And then I need to research some more. Seriously? So I have to research everything? If that's the case, I need more gold. Okay, you all go there. I should have had you doing that. I really have to research everything? Okay, you're done now? I just have to research 3 things? Setting guard duty. Oh. Oh, so these are researched by these guys. So I've actually got 3 researchers going. Alright, got it. Got it. That's how many things you can research at a time. You're gonna keep on pushing me gold.
It's payday. Excellent choice. A good choice.
Keep on researching that. No, don't. Thank you. Do I need to research more? There you go. Research 3 scrolls. So I'm just keeping things going while we're researching other stuff. That seems logical. This one seems really long, whereas these other ones much shorter. Okay, good to know. Yeah, like that one's going to take much shorter than this one. Got it. Payday happened. We're fine. Cost of the payday shows up there. That's good to know.
Splendid work. The good-humored evil had not only satisfied its alcoholic creatures, but at the same time learned more about research. It now considered itself well-equipped to begin converting the lessons learned into evil, nasty deeds.
That's what I do. Alright. To the campaign. And we have the final exam. I'll try this one. I assume we get attacked here. That would be my logical guess. Logic, though. Demons, logic, doesn't feel like it really goes hand in hand.
Now it's time for a good book. I still have this comic, and if I were to make myself a drink, I could... Oh, wait. You're here? What? I thought we'd done all the tutorials. What do you mean the menu offers a 4th tutorial? But I don't have any more documents for that. I'd love to work with professionals just once. Those boneheads at Realmford can't even get the main menu right. They're probably busy building the Berlin airport. Well, since you're already here, we can...
Don't understand.
Oh, crap. 3rd person. Well, since the already arrived evil was already there, probably forget that drink, the keeping the narrator from his hard-earned drink and his lovely marble comic book evil commenced yet another tutorial. In this one, it would, well,
Spells.
learn something about traps and spells.
Yep,
Like
okay, figured.
how to make and use them. It was a pretty free-form tutorial, as if someone had just made it up really quickly. It was about defending the dungeon against attacking heroes. A few traps had already been placed. These were ready to make life difficult for every
Oh, the
hero
boulder
that
trap
approached
is
them.
awesome.
Some others were manually triggered by a blow from the hand of terror. Here, timing was everything. The Arcanium already held a lot of mana ready to be used for powerful spells.
Okay. We can do all these things. Got it. Cast a spell. Use a magical thingy. So what spells do I have? Alright. Are we being attacked yet? I feel like I need to be attacked before I cast a spell. What if I trigger this one? And put a tentacle there. Alright, now we get attacked.
A suspicious trampling of heavy boots and clanging of armor was heard in the dungeon. Soon, the first heroes would enter the dungeon.
That's awesome.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Oh, I can just... So I should have hid the tentacle. Interesting. There's a magic barrier. I feel like he died already. These are good. These are going to take out some more. And there you go. Do I have creatures?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I do. Let's see here. Alright, we need to get some of our creatures over here. Where are they? Let's move you guys over here. Okay, let's get some more spells up here.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
We have a lot of... I can just recast this one to do some damage. Let's put you up here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
You guys all get ready to guard, it looks like. That's interesting. No. Do I have... Okay. Ah, 2 boxes. Alright, that's hero wave 4. Let's put... Oh, I can't do another magic barrier for a while.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Let's see here. freeze you guys for a little bit.
It's payday.
Don't care about payday right now. Can I protect you some? Put you there. What happens there? Oh, okay. They're like little things. There you go. Hero wave's done.
All right.
Cool.
Excellent run. The last hero had been fended off. The tutorial was finished. Finally, I can get back to my gin and tonic. I mean, super. Well done. So, now it's time you turn to other things. Things that don't stop me from drinking and from reading my comic.
Got it. Alright, let's go to the basic campaign.
The shadow of absolute evil. The shadow of absolute evil had crossed the sea and now sought the chosen
Let's see what happens. This will be our first time.
long time ago.
Galaxy far, far away.
The absolute evil had, in the famous predecessor to this game, subjugated the known world and defeated good.
Good.
Now, in a world full of blackness and despair, it spent its days sipping
Grilled unicorn
cocktails
kebab.
on the skulls of its enemies.
Wow.
Forging new plans over a grilled unicorn kebab. Unfortunately,
Kinda love
there wasn't
this.
much left
Yeah.
to forge. A few orc wedges, the occasional trick played on the little snots. There just wasn't anything left to conquer.
Oh, sad day.
As the weeks and months passed, the absolute evil grew ever more reticent and seclusive.
A, B, C, D.
From time to time, one could hear a slight murmur from the depressed evil's secret laboratory in the depths of the dungeon. Its creatures grew more worried with each passing day, and even started to miss its ingenious evil tricks.
Aw, that's so
It
sad.
was a somewhat confusing time for them. No beatings, no torture, and no being sent to a senseless death. On the other hand, it was a rather nice change. Eons passed, and the unicorn supply dwindled until suddenly, one wonderful day, the evil genius evil joyfully burst from
We
its
know where it
super
is.
secret laboratory.
Can it be super secret?
It finally had a new goal. An unknown continent, as often found in sequels, lay to the east, sheltered from the wicked evil by naught but a puny little ocean.
Not. Probably have things that
It
can go in the water.
immediately had a fleet built.
Good.
This was so powerful that it covered the horizon from north to south and was manned by the
They're
best
all
and
gonna
most
die.
powerful creatures at the devious evil's command. The fleet set sail for the crossing to this new continent,
Yep.
left the harbor, and sank.
That was
Yet
the best
that
graphic.
mattered naught to the couldn't give a hoot about its minions' evil. It instructed its goblins and little snots to design an even more powerful fleet.
Love it.
These new ships were gigantic. Loaded with devious evil's second best creatures, the fleet set out. And that sank as well.
Yes, I love this animation right now. It's so good.
The annoyed evil saved his relentless anger towards the shipbuilders for later. Obviously, it would have to take care of the matter itself. With a sigh, it cast a spell and
Darkness and
created a
evil.
shadow of itself. A creature of absolute darkness and evilness.
Right.
This shadow flew across the water towards the east. There, it would find a vessel, a corruptible being that would subjugate this land in the name of evil. And the shadow had the perfect target in mind.
Me? No. Someone good. I'm not good. Who is it? Ah, we have a game. Do you want to play a little bit more before we end this video? I'm intrigued. It's the danger of doing blindly
The
tries
great
is that
paladin
then I'm like,
Tanos,
wait, this is
hero of
exciting
the
and fun.
Totally Eastern Kingdoms and a repugnantly good fellow.
Damn him.
He was visiting the fatiguing library in Twistrom with his comrades to see his foster
Twistrom?
daughter Tanya.
This does have a Warcraft
Well,
visual to it.
Natalia, tell me about your studies. Are you making progress with the writings of the ancient sages?
Sure.
Yes, dear father. I have thoroughly digested it and have come a step closer to the good. The desire within me to be evil is defeated.
She wanted to do evil before?
Really? Excellent. I'm proud of you, my child. Continue to concentrate on your studies. I must go to Stormbreeze to clear up a few matters. I'll be back soon. In the meantime, my loyal friend Grimly will protect the country.
Grimly?
Should anything trouble you, you can turn to him. Isn't that right, Grimly?
Aye, of course, Janos. I'll keep an eye on the damned elf. I mean, your daughter. You can count on me.
Then I'll see you soon, my friends. May
Let's
the
go.
goddess watch over you, and the light burn eternally.
If I click the
Bon
button,
voyage,
click, by
dear
the way.
father. I'll make you so proud of me. Who does good is good.
Doesn't let me skip, so. But he does appear to have a
Yuck.
teleport.
Disgusting phrases like that always leave such a nasty taste in my mouth. These abnormally good heroes, on the other hand, had no inkling of the malignity gathered to the south. One moment a herd of sheep was peacefully grazing, and the next moment, whomp,
Evil.
with a fulminant explosive effect that ate up half our special effects budget, the shadow entered the world. His target, a dark elf caught between good and evil, was very close. As the shadow of the unspeakably evil
Okay.
evil moved through the world, all around it died. Plants withered, animals perished. Sort of like a picnic with my family.
Nice family. Okay, we're gonna keep on going this way. We're in the overworld stage, I think.
The shadow of the far-off evil found itself very, very close to Twistram. It could practically feel its target's presence.
Take these lanterns, men, and let the light of the goddess shine. For the night is dark and full of terrors. And there's a pile of horse poo around here somewhere. I trod in it earlier.
Getting some
For
credits.
the darkness. I mean, for the light. Sorry. I'm still in training.
I assume we don't want to be caught by the light.
Yes, well, that is somewhat suboptimal. Naturally, the shadow
Yeah.
of the almighty evil was an incredibly powerful creature. But, well, light was a bit of an issue. It would certainly be wise to stay out of the lantern light. The shadow reached the entrance to Twistram. Fortunately, this one was not closed, but it was brightly lit. Luckily, there was an unfortunate
Got
guard
him.
on patrol that the shadow was able to possess, thanks to its incredible powers. As long as it wasn't in the light.
Win.
What was that? I think there was something wrong with our last beer.
Unfortunately, the shadow's possession only lasted a short
Gotcha.
while before
Okay.
the guard was able
can
to
do that.
free himself. Still, it was long enough to get past the gate.
We still need to get past this person over here.
The shadow's target was close. So close.
The dark elf was
The
evil.
dark elf. Soon she would fight on the side of evil.
Sure she is.
May the goddess be with you, my friends. It will soon be time to open the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Come to the big square and join in the festivities.
Why is it fatiguing?
Well, I don't know.
I had actually kind of planned to spend the evening in the bathhouse.
Friends, this orphanage is very important to my father.
Sure.
Tanos, you know, the mighty paladin, the one you really don't want to offend.
True.
All right, we'd love to come.
Excellent! May the light of the goddess shine upon you, and let us experience this exhilarating spectacle in the big square
She's
together.
really not good at being
Follow
good.
me, my friends, for evil, the light, I mean. Keep
my.
the light burning bright, for the night is dark and full of terrors or errors or something like that.
Alright, so we need to keep on going. We're going to want to possess someone over here, I think. She's wearing a torch, which is not good. So how do I can't get through there, so I need to possess someone else. Which I assume means I need to, like... Where are you going? How far do you go? Do you turn around? Maybe. There you go. Thank you. Okay, I have to say, while I so far love the attitude of the game, etc., it is a little slow. I wonder if I can get through that way. Like, it's just, it just slower than I want it to be, I have to say. Okay, we got through.
Stop holding the lantern in my face like that, boy. I am grateful.
Let's run this way. I think I can get through here. Which makes sense to me. But yeah, I want to be doing things. And right now I feel like we're
In the distance,
slowly,
you can hear the
yeah, we're going to
unbearably
get more
good
talking now
bells of
too.
the church. They must be marking the opening of the orphanage in the fatiguing library. Heroes with lanterns began to stream in that direction. The crossing on a red signal evil shadow swore, or would have if it had a mouth, and tried to avoid the lanterns as much as possible.
Okay, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I get the feeling that we could be doing this a little bit faster. That's so far my only complaint.
Open this orphanage in the fatiguing library for our goddess, and in the name of my father Tanos, I'm glad to see so many of you here of your own free will.
Sure, own free will. Alright, I want to go this way, obviously.
Finally, the time had come, and the shadow of the passes in the slow lane evil was within.
My dear father would be very proud were he with us today. He would be overjoyed to see us give the young and the needy a place to live and thrive. That's why I'm happy to take this orphanage and destroy it utterly, and all of you with it.
What did she say?
Die!
Nice. Firebombs seem to be a thing she has.
I feel the power within me. It's over 9,000!
Of course it is.
Unimagined powers surfaced in Talia. The black magic of the Dark Elves. She immediately began to unleash these powers of chaos upon the world.
I'll tear you
Nice.
to pieces.
The Dark Elf raged through Twistrom's inexperienced guards. She thereby built up a tremendous inner energy, which she
Kamehameha?
released into the world as
Really?
a focus beam, while screaming, Kamehameha! Meanwhile, in the fatiguing library, they waited eagerly with coffee and cake for Talia to show up and open the new orphanage. The energy beam hit the cake with a resounding zap and reduced it to ashes. Oh yes, and the rest of the building and everyone inside it as well. The narcissistic evil patted itself on the shoulder for this.
Good job.
Or it would have, but the metal armor always made such a terrible clonking noise when it tried. But then again, that's what little snots are for. Obviously, the Dispatch Shadow had found a perfect vessel in the Dark Elf.
Yes, that's
Talia
probably true.
had already earned the title of Employee of the Month, with the utter destruction of the fatiguing library, as well as half of Twistrom. The destruction of an orphanage and the bombardment of innocent citizens with magic missiles immediately made her the minion-wasting evil's new favorite henchperson.
Normally.
Her evil
Naturally.
deeds complete, Talia withdrew into the vaults beneath the ruins of the fatiguing library. There, between the slaughterhouse and Mad Archbishop Lazarus's apartments, she prepared to create something powerful in the name of the absolutely, ultimately evil. A dungeon heart, the
Right, so now we
cornerstone
get the
of
setup.
any dungeon's power. Far away, Paladin of Light and Talia's former mentor, Tanos,
Oh my
on
God.
his way to the Empire's capital of Stormbreeze. Night
Alright, we skipped to that, because I was about to lose my mind.
in ruins, Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins.
Alright, let's do a little bit of this dungeon, but that was a 10 or 12 minute, like, babble. And the thing is, like, I feel like it's being held back by it, because there's such fun to this game. It's just like, guys, stop talking and let me play the game.
Tristram looked like the leftovers from a heavy
Oh my
metal
God.
closet.
What? What have I done? Oh no! I've fallen to evil again. Father will be beside himself. He was right when he said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Although, in a way...
Oh my God. Can I skip this too? I can't.
Game
Oh,
logic
right.
internalizing evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I am an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory
Yep,
loss,
got it.
it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
So these are done. We're going to build up our treasure room. That's our treasure room. Thank you. I assume this is... Yeah, that's to the entrance. Got it. Let's mine out those as well. Oh. What do I do with that? Alright, let's put that over there. We'll dump that there. Can I? Let's see here. Let's get those dug out. Let's do another 5x5. That'll be the place for the monsters. I can only build a treasury at the moment. Okay, how do I do research here? I need that. I need that. So now I can build Horde over here. Yeah. What I should probably do is then actually also mine here, here, here. We're going to put I need the rest of you built up. In a second, I guess. Come on, two more. Two more, two more. Okay, you'll do that. Let's do a 4x4 there. For food, we'll do food with that. And then I have 500 gold. Let's get more little snots researched. I can't improve me. Got it. Oh my god. Put that there for the moment. Is there a way to do fill? Can I do fill? Let's do that for the moment. And then let's put you right there. Yeah, just give me a little bit of time to figure out what we exactly want here. Alright. Do we have to make all of this a farm as well? Is that what's happening here? Maybe? Does it all have to be a farm in order to work? It does combine together nicely, so that's good. Alright, so we have food. Then over here, let's start looking at some creatures. I don't have enough gold for that. Let's get all that gold dug out. Oh, right. What is the other room that I can build now? Well, I've actually got those. So I need a little bit more. Let's dig here. Dig here. Dig there. See what else we can find. Can't do much with you yet. Good. I don't need to improve you. Did that already. Can't do that. Can't do that. So let's get you going. Let's do one orc, and then we're going to work on a goblin as well. Perfect. Where are my orc and goblin? Here. Hideout. Are you a little snot? What are you? Okay, I've got you two. Where's my last one? Let's throw all of you over here. Do a little bit of this. And then we'll leave it there. Do we know where we need to be? Is this a good location? I don't know. Let's come out of here. It looks like there's 3 good locations. Did I lose all sound? Or is it just not playing sound? I have no idea. Can you guys attack here? I feel like I lost all sound. I have no idea why that would be. Yep, there you are. You're just small. Alright, so you guys are moving right along. If I click back into here, probably build up, what, like, you guys? Yeah. And I'll take you. Throw you both in there. Click back over to this. They'll give me a little bit more. Oh. Okay, you guys can come this way. Good. Alright. A disturbance in the force. You guys go and attack that. You. You guys come and help. Inconspicuous. No one will attack them unless if there are other targets available. Okay, that seems fine. And let's see here. You use that for me. Perfect. Okay, let's try to get one of the goals here accomplished, and then we're going to call it into this episode. So let's come over here. There's 5 of you? It's really quite hard to tell. Ooh. taking lots of burst damage, but I feel like we should be able to get this. Because especially if they're focusing on Talia, she's going to be able to tank a lot more damage. And they're not going to be able to do enough to cause me too much concern. Tons of XP, though. Okay. Yeah, all game sounds gone. I don't know how I did that. Or if it just died. Oh, this is a good. Okay, let's see if we destroy this. This will be one of the guard buildings, maybe? Or good locations. I'm not sure which. The evil awakens. There we go. All right, well, we're going to call an end to this episode here. There's a little taste of Dungeons 3. Thank the developers again. Overall, love the attitude, love the styling of the game. A little bit feels like it ran on a little bit. I mean, we cut things off, too. And I don't know what happened to the sound here, but pretty good first impression. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.